Hey up Yorkshire Sim Guy here and welcome back to Maypole Farm. So the grass harvest is done, as you can just see in the storage barn there. We've got 84 bales, 2 bales more than the last harvest. I don't know why, we didn't do anything differently, but I'm not complaining. 2 extra bales is nice. It'll give us an extra sort of 5 grand when we come to sell. I've moved all the grass bales out of the storage barn and put them in sheep pen. So the sheep now have 105,000 litres of grass. They've had some babies. We've got 25, so we've had 100 lambs, which is mad when you think about it, because we only had 100 sheep to start with, so we've doubled his number, which is beautiful. Chickens, unfortunately now, I've run out of food. So there's not much we can do about that because we're not harvesting the barley for another 2 months. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to leave it because we've only got 4 grand in cash, and to get enough food to last us 2 months, it's going to cost us a fair whack if we're buying it from shop. So they're just going to have to stay as they are for now, unfortunately, not producing. So we need to get the soybeans done. We need to get that planter. We're going to have to sell some bits, I think, though, because like I said before, and we do have the option for loan. We're at, I think, 300 grand at the minute, loan-wise. So we do have another 200k to play with. But I don't just want to keep taking loans out, like I said last episode. So the choice is, at this point, I think fabric is at its best selling price. Get this forklift parked up. Let's have a look. Fabric. We want prices, don't we? Yeah, 15,480. I mean, it's above that at the warehouse, which is fairly close. So we could sell the fabric. I think we've got 4 pallets, have we, fabric? Fabric, yeah, 4 pallets. Well, there's no more produced yet. I don't know how close we are to another pallet. About a quarter of the way. So that'll give us, well, it should give us 60 grand. 15,000 per 1,000 litres. We've got 4 pallets, which is 4,000 litres, so should give us 60 grand, which is obviously a lot of money for 4 pallets of stock, but we only need to lease the planter. Nothing can sell for us. Nice tractor, but it's way out of our range. We're looking at the, was it the 6.5 metre one? Yeah, that one. I've put a new mod on, it's called Hire Purchase. So we had the financing mod on previously, but that didn't let you adjust any of the payments or pay it off early, like that. The Hire Purchase, you can put a deposit down. So if you wanted to put a bigger deposit down, take a small amount on finance, you can pay it off early, etc, etc. So that's a nice little addition. That's 3.5 grand. For that. So I mean, we don't need that much. I don't think the eggs are at a good price though, because I was thinking maybe we just sell the eggs, keep the fabric. But yeah, no, eggs are at the lowest. So I think the go here is just to sell, what, one pallet, or do we sell them all? So I don't need a lot of cash, and if I could save the fabric until even next year, I'd have, you know, a couple of 100 grand's worth. I'm just trying to think what we need. So we need the drill, because I need some more lime. Let's get the lime now. So I need to lime the grass fields. 10,000 litres. Right, so that's the lime. We're going to need... seed, is that going to be enough? How much we got there? 600 litres. It's not a massive field. I think 600 litres will probably be enough. So yeah, I just think we just sell... How far's the warehouse? I might even take it on forklift. We just sell one pallet. It's basically behind the store. I don't know how you get into it. Let's have a look, see where the entrance is. I might just bring one pallet down on forklift, you know. Yes, it's a bit petrol station. Okay. That's the plan then. I'll pick up one pallet, I'll take it down. That should give us 15.5 grand, which is... saying that... No, yeah, well, I'll take it down on the forklift. I can always take a tractor down later for the planter. Right, we'll take this down, and then I shall bring the forklift back and drive tractor down. Wow, that was some skills by me there. Yeah, I'll take this down, I'll bring it back, and then we'll go pick up the planter. And then we can start getting the soybeans in the ground. So we've got nearly 17 grand for that, which is lovely for one pallet of fabric. So let's get this. We don't need the fertilisation. Adds 5 grand on, we don't need it. Track loosening tines. Don't think that should make a difference. Don't need the ridge marker because we're going to be using the lines. 3,300, yes please. I think I might just buy a pallet of seeds just to be on the safe side. 1050, yeah, they're all 1050. Oh no, that's 1,000. So yeah, we'll get a pallet of seeds. On the same price, yeah. And then any excess we can just dump at farm anyway, so it's not like money lost. So it shouldn't take us too long with this this planter to get the soybean in ground. Well, that's cool, how it opens and closes like that. Oh, it didn't even take a full pallet. Soybeans, does it fold? It does fold. Right, back to farm we go. Right, just on the last pass now. That wasn't too bad at all. I thought we may have run out of seeds, but we didn't. I was just thinking, whilst we were doing that, the whether or not to roll it. Now it gives you 5% boost as rolling. I'm just trying to see. Soybeans are 3,700 per 1,000 litres. How much would it be to lease the roller? Because I need to try and work out whether or not. So that would be the one. So yeah, it is worth it. I was thinking it probably wouldn't be, because a 5% yield, I don't know, to be honest. I've no idea what sort of yield we're going to get off this field. It's quite a big field, but either way it's going to be more than 1,000 litres bonus, isn't it? So, or is it? Thinking about it, that would have to give us 20,000 litres to make it an extra 1,000 litre bonus. 20,000 litres doesn't sound a lot, but when you think it's soybeans, and soybeans are expensive, so you get smaller yield. I don't know is the answer. I think it's just going to be a case of trial and error. I mean, 108% yield. It's not really. Seeds. Yeah, it doesn't. Obviously, it's not going to tell us the yield until harvest time. So it's going to be. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I may be wrong. Probably am wrong, but I think next rotation when we do his next crop, and we've got 57, 58, 37, and 38 to plant, we can roll them, because obviously we're going to have 4 fields, so it will be worth it then. I'm just unsure, and I think I'm going an R in, I don't know. 5% yield. 5%. Yeah. Yeah, sack it, let's get it. Because really, we only need to make an extra 900 litres to cover costs. So I would imagine we're going to make more. Well, 20,000 litres is what the target is for that field to then make it worth his while. I'd be surprised if we don't make 20,000 litres, because it is a big field. But we're not going to know for another sort of 3-4 months. So, yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, we don't. It's not like we've lost out. A couple of £100 maybe. So yeah, let's go get this roller. Get that field rolled. There's no other fields to roll, because they're all on growth stage. Didn't do tram lines on the soybean field because I wanted the maximum amount of yield, and as far as I'm aware, it makes no difference to your environmental score having tram lines on. It's just a realism thing. So I think I'd rather, for the soybeans at least, have them no tram lines, so we can get that extra yield off it. So we'll head back to farm. I need to pick up a front weight as well. This is a heavy bit of kit, this. And then we shall get that. Whoa, there. We'll get that field rolled. And then I think all that's left to do this month, let's just have a quick look if any contracts have come in. Oh, they have. Ooh, 12 grand are there. I'm not doing ploughing contracts. They are awful. Weeding, that'll be a quick one as well. So I think, actually, let's take this contract. We'll borrow the gear, because 12.5 grand. Ooh, look at that tractor. It's a beast. 12.5 grand's a lot of money. And we need to start now stacking the cash as much as we can to decide what his next steps are. And next step's probably going to be another field. I was thinking about cows. Let's just see where we're going. 51. Where's 51? I bet it's miles away, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about cows. Oh, for God's sake. I'm gonna have to get rid of this tractor. In fact, let me just reset it. I think that's going to be the easiest option here. Rather than trying to navigate all the traffic. Okay, yeah, cows. So the thing with cows, we're never going to get this past any vehicles. Right, do you know what? I'm going to have to turn traffic off because this takes up the whole road. Don't like turning traffic off, but I don't think with this map and this piece of equipment we haven't really got much of a choice. Right, what was I saying? Cows. So I don't know if I'm going to do cows. My only concern with cows is we need the TMR or the silage. TMR is obviously the best. But output wise, money making wise, yes, we get the slurry and the manure, which is free fertilizer, but we'd have to buy a slurry spreader and a manure spreader, so that's a cost. We get milk, but then again we have to buy a milk tanker to move the milk, so again another cost. The cost of buying the actual cows is extortion. It's very expensive. So maybe we'll look at that year 4, something like that, when we've grown the farm, we've got more fields, we've had a decent couple of harvests. But I think for now we're not going to bother with cows. We've got a decent amount of sheep and a decent amount of chickens. In a couple of months' time we'll harvest a load of barley, so that'll keep the chickens fed for the rest of the year. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do with animals for now. We might look at getting some more sheep later on down the line, but I want to get some of that loan paid back when we sell the silage, because there's nothing we need to buy now apart from a sprayer, which we can either get on hire purchase or we can just lease as and when we need it. Whoa. So I'll take this up to 51. I'll set this going on the AI worker. I'll grab the other tractor and the roller, and we'll get that up to farm and start getting the soybeans rolled. Right, we're back at farm. He's cracking on with that contract nicely. I've just thought I want to fertilise before I roll. I'm hoping we can get 2 types of solid material in this silo. How much do I need though? Should we say I need to do the grass as well. $5,000. Now we'll go with, that's 2 pallets in it. We'll go with 2,000 for now. I can always top up again if I need more for the grass fields. Just realised we're not using any fertiliser, and it says at the top there, crop does not require additional fertiliser. So I mean, there's a couple of areas that are good. I know that's in the lime, so nitrogen's perfect all the way. So actually, this doesn't need fertilising, which is madness, but soybeans must literally use no fertiliser whatsoever, but I'm not complaining. It saved us 2,000 litres of fert. Wasn't expecting that, but there you go. Right, let's get the roller attached, get that rolled, and crack on with it. Right, just finishing up the rolling. Contract finished a little bit ago, so that's fine. I forgot how slow it was to operate the rollers. Nothing more we can do to this field, until, well, I suppose it's till we can spray it, get some herbicide on if there's any weeds that show up. But I'm happy with that. I'm happy that we've maximised the yield as much as we possibly can, and we had the little bonus of not needing to use any fertiliser, so that's good. We'll get this returned. We'll get that contract cashed in. And then we'll have a look. So that's completed. So I get what, 12,000 just over for that. Beautiful. What else have we got that I can set going whilst I do the grass? I'm not doing the ploughing like I said. Maybe the 2 weeding contracts. Yeah, I think I'll do the 2 weeding contracts. So, in between episodes, I'm going to get the grass fields limed and fertilised. I'm going to do those 2 weeding contracts. How far off harvesting are we for barley? So, June. When do we plant the wheat? September. And the soybeans harvest in October. Can we plant wheat in October? We can. So, what I'm thinking then... June, July. So if we harvest barley in June, we can't plant then until September. June, July, August. Yeah, so I think I want to get wheat in because I want a bit of a crop rotation on the go. So yeah, we'll harvest the barley in July. That'll go for the chickens. We'll harvest the soybeans. That's literally just a cash crop, but that'll sit in the silage until best selling time in the silage, in the silo. So yeah, I'll get the grass fields limed and fertilised. We'll get the 2 contracts done, and then I'll pass it on to May. So when we come back next episode, we'll be in May. We'll have a bit more cash in his pockets, and we'll see what contracts are available next month. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to help me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. City.